In 10 years of selling on Amazon, I've never found a tool that harvests this fast. So starting this week, if you spend literally 30 seconds harvesting keywords on your Amazon brand, you will be able to add $10,000 plus a month in recurring revenue. I'm gonna show you the exact tool, how to use it, and all of the tips and tricks along the way. I'm Nick Hall. I built and sold a better for you CPG brand called Vita5. Now I run Revive Marketing Partners, where we manage Amazon advertising for dozens of brands, anywhere between 200 grand a year and $20 million a year on Amazon. First, I wanna go through the mistakes that people are making when they're harvesting these new keywords. What people are typically doing is they're going out to Helium-10 and they're going through Cerebro or Magnet and they're just looking for keywords that sound like they'd be good. They go through these and they find generic terms that have really high search volume and they just do not work. They're relying on third-party tools that are not directly within Amazon. Some people will go in, they'll harvest, do it the exact right way, but they'll go and grab all these different terms that are only getting one sale, a couple of clicks, completely deceiving data. Some people, they'll go in and it's a one-time exercise. They do it one time or once a month or once every couple months, and they don't do it the right way. The old way people used to do this was they go into Cerebro, they'd start searching through, they'd do some filters here, they'd add the organic rank, they'd go through and they'd start to figure out, hey, what should we start to look for? What are good cost per clicks? All of this stuff. Decent way, not the best. Another way that they would go through this is they go through their Excel list and they'd go find all these different options. They'd be going through their bulk file, looking through the search term report. They add a bunch of filters. They figure out which keyword actually got search volume versus what were we actually going after. Problem is you don't know which keyword it goes after. You have to go figure out which campaign it came from, which keywords are associated with it, which product it was specifically within. It makes it really, really confusing. This was a way that you could do it. It still works, but this is incredibly complex of how you should actually do keyword research today in 2026. Now, this tool is absolutely amazing. One of my favorite tools I've ever seen. I test every single tool out there. This one is incredible. So what's so cool? You go to SKU Hero, you go down here and you choose keyword harvesting. You choose the file that you want to use and you go through this very quickly and you can see all these different keywords down here. This will tell you, are you using single keyword exact? Are you using exact? Are you using phrase? Are you using broad? And then what are the results, right? So we look at this top campaign right here. We've got 949 orders at an A cost of 6.8%. How incredible is this? Cost per click is 68 cents. But look at it. We're not going after exact, single keyword exact, a phrase, a broad. So within seconds, I click all of that right here. I click build campaigns and I go right through it. Boom, download. It is completely done for me. All I've got to do now is take this file and upload this onto Amazon's bulk file. So want to do something here? What I can do, what's so cool with this is within seconds, I can go through and pick multiple of these. So let's say I want to go through and I want to do a filter here. I want to create a filter and I want to have it be less than 80% ACOS, greater than 2 orders. Okay, so orders greater than 2. Condition, I'm going to do ACOS less than or equal to 80%. I can create this filter very quickly. I can go through this and have this every single time. And then what I can do is I can choose all of the specific ones. If I want new ones, if I want targeted ones, if I want to look at just the sponsored products or sponsored brands, sponsored display, if I want just the keyword or the ASIN specifically. So if I want to go through here, I can look through all of this and add new product targeting right here. And whenever you build these campaigns, what's so cool with this is you get to go in and you get to choose exactly how you want to set this up. So if you want to put this into a certain portfolio that you currently have, if you want to look at dynamic down versus up and down, product pages, anything like that, you can select the types of campaigns that you want to do. Sponsored product, sponsored brand, sponsored display. Once you figure this one out, you can figure out the ad group and target default, okay? So we can choose per ASIN SKUs, single SKU for all, anything like that. So we would do a single SKU list. We'll go through here. We'll use the search term cost per click times whatever value we want. So we can get even more complex through this and we can start going through this and saying, if it's less than a 30% ACOS, we want to do 1.25 times. If we do 30 to 50% ACOS, we want to do 1x. If we do over 50%, we want to do 0.8x. You can choose each of these and get very, very specific with this. You can also, what's so cool is limit the amount of keywords per campaign. This is wildly important for scaling your account and not making it messy. You can also configure the naming of this. So if you want to do something here, like you want to add this custom, you can choose a custom name here. You can choose the ad type this. You can move these up, down, however you want to do it. Make it exactly the way that you want to have it set up. And so then we can go through on the custom text here. We can just say rank if we want to do a rank campaign, and we can choose that. So then once we get all this, we choose all of the ones that we want to go after. And what I may actually do on this one is I'm going to adjust this filter. I'm going to edit the filter here, and I'm going to add clicks greater than or equal to 10. So we don't get any deceptive data, okay? So when we get this, now we can look through, I can look at just the ASIN data, and now we're getting really, really good and clean data. And literally, once you get this set up, all you're gonna do once a week, go into this, make sure you pay attention to this. When we look through these, if this product is not exactly what we wanna be going after, let's not go after it. However, if we're starting to see really good success with this, all you're gonna do, you're gonna hop in here, choose your filter, make the adjustments that you want, boom, 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 download, download, and now we're going to be able to see all of these different campaigns that are immediately here for this specific product. It's incredible. It works really, really fast, and it does incredible work. The greatest thing with this compared to every other way out there is this is first-party data, and not just first-party data, this is data on your specific product in the previous time that you've already done on Amazon. So you've already been targeting certain keywords. Amazon knows that this is the search term that you're going after. This is the product, the ASIN, the keyword associated with it. It knows your conversion rate. It knows your click-through rate. It knows the ACoS that you currently have and your cost per click. And so when you run something like this and you run it in a broad and a phrase and you immediately build these campaigns, you will know exactly right here within seconds, it should bring in very, very similar results to that. On other ones, you're having to calculate the cost per click. You're having to figure out, was the conversion rate high enough? With this, you can immediately know all of the data right away. Keyword harvesting is not just a reporting tool. This is a weapon, and the brands winning on Amazon right now, they see the opportunity, they launch the campaigns, and they own the keyword before the competitor even knows how to move. This tool literally will do this for you in 38 seconds. Click the link below. This is one of the most powerful things I've ever seen.